Welcome to Sissygram Stories channel. Today, I come up with whole new story content for you. If you like my voice and my voice makes you feel soft and feel relaxed, then hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe our channel for daily lifestyle changing videos. Now let's start the story. The fluorescent lights of the fitting room flickered softly, casting a glow over a swirling pile of skirts, blouses, and scarves in every shade of pink and blue. Standing in the middle of it all, Jamie felt like he'd stumbled into another world entirely. Usually, he preferred to stay under the radar, but here he was, caught up in one of his girlfriend, Alina's wild ideas. Alina, always the adventurous and playful one, stood by the mirror holding a ruffled blouse up to Jamie's chest. Her mischievous grin and sparkling eyes betrayed her excitement. "Come on, Jamie, just try it. I bet you'd look amazing in this," she teased. Jamie chuckled nervously, feeling his cheeks flush. "You're ridiculous," he said, shaking his head, half embarrassed and half amused by her latest scheme. "All I'm saying," Alina continued, adjusting her stance dramatically, "is that you wouldn't believe what it feels like, even just for a day. You get to experience all this." She gestured to herself, her styled hair, makeup, and carefully curated outfit. "What's the harm?" To Jamie, the harm seemed obvious. Stepping so far out of his comfort zone to agree to Alina's dare felt more like leaping off a cliff. But her enthusiasm was infectious, and the more she spoke, the more he felt a thrill of curiosity stirring within him. Alina had always been the daring one, and Jamie loved how she pushed him to try new things. That night, lying in bed, Jamie couldn't stop thinking about her proposal. She had dared him to spend the weekend dressed as her: clothes, makeup, hair, everything. "It's just a weekend," she had promised with a cheeky grin. No big deal. But for Jamie, it felt monumental. What would people think? What would they say? Still, deep down, he couldn't deny that the idea intrigued him. And knowing Alina, there was no way she'd let it go. "We'll go to dinner, maybe hit up a couple of our favorite spots," she'd said, already making plans. Her excitement made him smile. The next day, Jamie found himself nervously pacing around his apartment as Alina laid out an array of clothes, makeup, and accessories. Among them was a soft blue sundress with delicate white flowers, completely foreign to him. Alina beamed as she explained the plan. "Thank you for sticking with me until of this story. If you enjoyed it, please consider supporting us by liking this post or leaving a comment below." "Look, we'll go at your pace," she reassured him, squeezing his hand. "If it gets to be too much, we'll stop." Jamie nodded, appreciating her kindness even as his nerves buzzed. He had no idea what he was getting himself into, but Alina's excitement softened the edges of his anxiety. The transformation began with makeup. "Foundation first," Alina said, holding the brush like a pro. Jamie sat still as she worked, feeling the gentle pressure of the brush on his cheeks. It was strange, the sensation of layers building on his skin, but Alina's voice was soothing as she explained each step. Next came eyeliner and mascara, and as Alina applied the final touches of pink lipstick, Jamie barely recognized the person staring back at him in the mirror. His reflection was strikingly different, soft, polished, and undeniably pretty. "You're getting there," Alina said with a grin, picking up a wig. One last step. She carefully placed the chestnut wig on his head, adjusting it until it framed his face perfectly. When Jamie stood up and looked at himself fully dressed, his breath caught. The person in the mirror wasn't just some unfamiliar version of himself. It was someone entirely new. "You need a name," Alina said with a playful smile, folding her arms. Jamie laughed, rolling his eyes. Fine. How Jamie? Perfect, she replied, giggling. The two ventured out together, heading to a cafe they often visited. Jamie was hyper, aware of the stares they received as they walked. He nervously fidgeted with the hem of his dress, but Alina gave his hand a reassuring squeeze, her confidence grounding him. Once they sat down with their coffees, Jamie began to relax. People glanced at them but didn't linger. No one questioned him. No one seemed to care. He found himself laughing and chatting with Alina, forgetting his earlier fears. As the day went on, they went shopping, strolled through the park, and even snapped a few pictures. Alina's supportive and light-hearted attitude made everything feel easier, and Jamie realized he was actually enjoying himself. For the first time, he let go of his worries about what others thought and simply lived in the moment. That evening, Alina suggested they go to a local bar. It's chill, and the people are always friendly, she said. Jamie hesitated, nerves creeping back in. I don't know, Alina. What if someone recognizes me? Who cares? Alina replied, her smile unwavering. You look amazing, and we're just here to have fun. Trust me, her confidence gave him the courage he needed. After a deep breath, Jamie nodded, and they headed inside. At first, he was stiff and quiet, sipping his drink at the table. But as the night went on, he loosened up. They danced, laughed, and chatted with strangers. And for the first time, Jamie felt completely free. When a girl from another group complimented his dress, he found himself smiling back, his confidence soaring in a way he'd never experienced before. But just as midnight approached, Jamie froze. He spotted someone from his workplace, Ben, a colleague who worked in the same department. Ben's gaze lingered on Jamie, a flicker of recognition crossing his face. Panic gripped Jamie's chest. What if Ben figured it out? What if this night came back to haunt him at work? Alina leaned in, taking his hand. Stay calm, she whispered. You've got this. Jamie took a shaky breath and straightened his posture. Ben looked for a moment longer before turning away, leaving Jamie with an overwhelming sense of relief and pride. On the way home, Jamie held Alina's hand, warmth blooming in his chest. She looked at him with pride in her eyes, and he knew that this experience had been more than just a dare. In the days that followed, Jamie couldn't stop thinking about the weekend, the way he had felt so free and uninhibited. Alina encouraged him to explore those feelings further. It doesn't have to end here, she said gently. If it made you happy, keep exploring. There's nothing wrong with that. Over the next few weeks, Jamie began experimenting on his own. He dressed up at home, practiced makeup, and slowly started to find his own rhythm. Alina's unwavering support was a constant source of comfort, reminding him that this journey was his to take at his own pace. One evening, as they sat on the couch, Jamie looked at Alina with gratitude. Thank you, he said quietly. I didn't realize how much I needed this. Alina squeezed his hand, her smile warm and loving. I'm just glad you're starting to see yourself the way I see you. In that moment, Jamie felt a profound sense of peace. He knew this was just the beginning of a journey, one he was ready to embrace, no matter where it led. Okay, my sweetheart, story ends here. Now I want to know your thoughts in comments section. Also, like and share this video with your social media account. I will come up with new content on this Sissygram Stories channel, so subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Take care and have a nice day. See you soon, sweetheart.